Hey everybody! It's no secret that crocodiles are large and dangerous creatures, but do you know how big they can actually be? Have you ever seen a strange beast which weighed over a ton and required dozens of people to tie it up? What about Africa's most dangerous crocodile, or the two implacable Australian giants? You just have to see these amazing animals. This video will feature these and other most incredible giant crocodiles that have ever been captured on camera. The largest crocodiles in the world are saltwater crocodiles. These are the largest land predators on Earth, which usually grow up to 5 or more meters long. However, even among such giants, there are supergiants. Lolong is one of them. To be precise, Lolong is the largest crocodile in history whose measurements were officially certified. It was also the world's largest crocodile in captivity. This beast reached 6.17 meters in length and weighed 1,075 kilograms. This giant, which terrorized the Philippines, posed the most dangerous threat to the locals so that it was simply necessary to catch it. It took people several weeks to track down and catch Lolong in 2011. When the giant was caught and pulled out of the water, it took the combined efforts of hundreds of people and a whole night of long struggle to pacify and tie up the beast. That is when the official measurements were made. After that, it was taken to a separate enclosure at the Philippine Zoo, where it died in 2013. Cassius. This saltwater crocodile has been kept at the Marineland Crocodile Park in Australia since 1987. The size of this giant is striking. It is 5.48 meters long and weighs 1,300 kilograms. Cassius even made the Guinness World Records as the largest purebred saltwater crocodile kept in captivity. Now, the beast is over 110 years old. Before being caught, Cassius used to swim in the Finniss River in the Northern Territory, where it often fought other crocodiles. This warrior crocodile has been seriously injured more than once. It even lost its front limb and part of its tail. Cassius is calmer now. Years of captivity pacified it a little. However, the predatory temper still shows itself often. The staff feeds Cassius lavishly to avoid it ever feeling hungry. Gustav. Nile crocodiles can be aggressive and huge too. They are, in fact, the world's second largest crocodiles. At the same time, some Nile supergiants can even surpass their saltwater fellows in size, and Gustav is a perfect example. The exact length of the beast is unknown since it has not yet been caught. But according to various sources, it could be between 6 and 7.5 meters. Gustav is estimated to weigh over 1 ton. It has a near mythical status in Burundi. Almost all locals know about it and fear it greatly. Gustav is accountable for taking many lives. This aggressive beast attacks people very often. Only in the last few years, between 300 and 500 people have been its victims. Given that the crocodile was born in 1955, it's terrifying to even try and imagine the number of lives it has taken. Unfortunately, despite all the attempts to catch this giant, no one has succeeded in doing it so far. We can only hope that soon this monster will be in captivity, much to the relief of the residents of Burundi. Brutus and Dominator. Australia is known around the world for its incredible crocodiles. There are a lot of them in the northern part of the country. Brutus and Dominator are considered the largest Australian crocodiles at the moment. They live in the Adelaide River. Brutus is about 5.5 meters in length, weighing around 1 ton. Dominator, on the other hand, exceeds 6 meters in length and weighs over a ton. Sometimes they are seen separately, but once in a while these giants come face to face. In 2019, the tourists filmed these two beasts fighting. As can be seen on the footage, taken while walking along the Adelaide River, Dominator is teased with a bait. It unsuccessfully tries to grab the prey, after which Brutus turns up. The reptile bites Dominator's tail, starting a fight. The reptiles attack each other a few times and then swim away. It isn't the first battle of this kind. Locals say that these two often fight with each other. They are also confident that eventually Dominator will prevail over Brutus because it is younger, larger, and has no serious injuries. Brutus is missing one limb, which is believed to have been lost in the fight with the Dominator. This giant reaches 5.5 meters in length and weighs just over 900 kilograms. It is an interspecies hybrid of a saltwater and Siamese crocodile. It lives in captivity at Alligator Adventure Farm in South Carolina, USA. The beast even received the nickname King of Crocs for its incredible size. By the way, Yutan is one of the strongest crocodiles in the world on top of everything else. A couple of years ago, scientists calculated the compressive force of its jaw, and it amounted to 280 kilograms per square centimeter. Despite the incredible size and powerful jaws, Yutan is a fairly peaceful crocodile. It isn't as aggressive as saltwater crocodiles living in the wild, which is probably due to the fact that Yutan has lived his whole life in captivity. Imagine yourself playing golf peacefully on a sunny lawn and enjoying nature, when suddenly a horrendous huge alligator interrupts the game by crawling out onto the golf course. This is exactly what happened in Buffalo Creek, Florida in 2016. Although the players were scared, they still took out their phones and started filming the monster. The footage turned out to be shocking. One can feel the size and power of this huge reptile even through the screen. The giant was estimated to be 4.5 meters long. It moved leisurely along the course towards the lake. Fortunately, the reptile wasn't aggressive. The alligator didn't attack any of the players and even paid no attention to them. As it turned out later, this alligator has been living nearby for a long time and has even become a mascot of sorts. The giant doesn't bother anyone, and the players, in turn, do not bother it. There are many crocodiles in Papua New Guinea, so you can easily find giant reptiles in many zoos across the country. Usually, zoo staff entertain tourists by feeding crocodiles. But the staff member of this particular zoo decided to go further and feed this huge crocodile sitting right on top of it. Zoo employees, of course, are professionals who shouldn't be afraid of crocodiles, but not everyone has this kind of courage. After a while, the worker got off the giant and kissed it. Fortunately, the huge crocodile took such tokens of appreciation calmly and didn't show any aggression. In 2016, Sri Lanka was shocked by the news of a huge crocodile, about 5 meters long and weighing about 900 kilograms, got out of the river during a flood and made its way into an artificial canal in search for food, where it became a great threat to the local population. The beast couldn't get out and crawl back into the river on its own, so there was an urgent need to get rid of the giant to protect the locals. The local authorities initiated a capture operation. The video shows exactly how the giant was caught. To move the reptile into the river, the Nature Conservation Department used a tractor and an excavator. The operation was successful. For some reason, the reptile didn't resist and behaved rather calmly. The crocodile probably understood that people didn't want to harm it, but wanted to send it back to the river where it belongs. When the crocodile was brought to the right spot, it was unloaded ashore and released. A few minutes later, the giant disappeared into the water. Well, that's all for today, everybody. Leave a comment if you would like to see a giant crocodile in real life. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.